It isn't the creamy layer of India which is coming out to Canada. It is in fact the other way around.
It isn't that creamy, succulent layer of educated, intelligent, sexy people come from India. No, it's instead the stank, the dirt, the absolutely uneducated ignoramuses, the ones that create ruckus.
It was so rare to find Indians involved in crimes, but now it is so common.
You know what? This is so sad. This is exactly the problem. Why? Because we're not getting what we need. We're getting the worst of the worst. Indian origin man charged for stealing money from donation boxes in Canada. I mean, I can't even. I'm begging you, if you're an Indian right now and you've just come here, please stop stealing from the food banks. You can't say what you want to say anymore. You just can't. That's the reason that I've got my book. My daughter's working on it with me. I'm so happy. It's called Racist Angel, and it's available right now. And thank you so much, by the way. We just hit $10,000 in it.
People are making videos how to exploit the food banks and how to escape grocery stores and public transport without paying.
YouTube has become a ne'er-do-well's dream, where they learn how to circumvent the system, circumnavigate our laws, our rules, our regulations, and instead use and abuse the generosity of, dare I say it, white Canadians. White Canadians.
Dundas Square in Toronto was one of my most favorite places to visit because of the vibe. How happening is it? I'm very sorry to say, but Indians have destroyed it.
Yeah. You know what? The whole downtown Toronto, all of Toronto, basically smells like curry now. That's the problem.
Again, a small part of those Indians, they keep dancing on Punjabi, on Bhojpuri, on Gujarati songs all the time there, and it is not enjoyable anymore. It is so annoying to watch.
What are you guys do? Can you guys stop? Can we stop, please? Let's take a look at some of these messages here. We Indians lack basic civic sense, and it's very evident in the videos you shared. Whoa. Absolutely. A few idiots spoiling the name of the entire country, and that's true for sure. I live on Yonge Street. I'd rather walk towards Waterfront than Yonge Dundas Square because of this. And I haven't been to Yonge Dundas Square in a long time. I lived in North York for 6 years. I left because I'd walk down the street and people didn't know if I could speak English. It literally, they would approach me and they'd be like, "Hello, verdum, 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 verdum." And I'd be like, "Bro, I don't know your language. I get it that I look like I smell like curry and I don't wear deodorant, but I swear to God, bro, I don't know what you're saying." And then they would act as if they thought that I really did speak it and I was playing a game. I just don't know nothing, bruh. I speak English and French.
Me being an Indian is actually now scared to go to Brampton.
Bruh.
I used to go there maybe once every month for a good Indian meal, but
You got a pickup truck. Oh my God, it smashed into a children's bedroom. In India, you can buy a driver's license. I'm just saying, that's how it is. There's corruption in India. Every Indian will tell you this. It functions on cashola.
now I go there maybe hardly once every 6 months because I'm actually scared to go there. I've seen so many accidents happening. Agitated drivers, same behavior that we used to see in India. They don't follow the traffic rules. Jaywalking, I've seen them in
Yeah, you know what? Jaywalking, a big X, okay? A big X over the jaywalking. I don't like it either. If you jaywalk, you deserve to go to the gulag where they send the people who don't take their shots, the same exact place.
Yes, because Canada is famous for Punjabis, that does not mean that they are the only one who.
You know what? This is a great point. I see this in the comments, okay? And you're going to see a lot of Indians from other states saying, "Oh no, it's just the Punjabis." And I've seen also people saying it's the Punjabis and the Gujaratis who are doing this, misbehaving. But the main problem is that there's not a standard being held to bring these people in. About the fact that there's no vetting process. The fact is, it's just an open door policy. Allow a student with a fake college program in, right? They pay for their way, or maybe a visitor visa, and then they go and they flagpole and they convert it with a paid for LMIA, which is, of course, the labor market impact assessment form. And with that, they're able to get a job. And then you wonder why Timmy's is only Indian. I love Indians in India, but not so much when I go to Timmy's, Wendy's, A&W. Mind you, A&W is full of Filipinos. And I go to every single one of them, and it's just literally, where am I? You know? And I'm telling you, they're not even friendly to me. You'd think they'd be friendly to me because look at me, look how I look, right? You might confuse me for an Indian, but the fact is they're not nice to me. Even Indians in Canada are not friendly to people who are assimilated. That's just the fact of the matter because I'm too white, I'm too Canadian, I'm too much of a coconut, brown on the outside, white on the inside. My daughter learning a little bit of Hindi, how to write it, Indian script from her grandmother, my mother. So she goes and she starts to show this to a lady at the Wendy's, and you know what the lady does? Absolutely rude because she can tell that I'm not Indian. I'm not the right kind of Indian. You understand? I'm too white. I'm too assimilated. And I don't want that in my country. I don't want that here. Is that racist to say?
Who are doing this kind of stuff. I've seen Gujaratis, I've seen people from South India, I've seen people from all parts of India actually. So we just can't blame only people from Punjab. We have to take this on ourselves. We have to say that yes, we Indians are the culprits. We Indians are actually destroying the Canadian culture. Big complaint to all those Indians, especially the international students who are working in grocery stores, maybe Walmart or the food outlets, maybe Tim Hortons or McDonald's. Please learn some sort of customer service.
Try to be a little more whiter. Just can you try to be a little more whiter?
Some Canadians, if you go to any store, they do greet you with a smile because most of these places have Indians working over there. I don't remember when was the last time anybody greeted me when I went to Tim Hortons or Walmart. They would simply scan whatever you've got, ask if you've got Visa or MasterCard, put it in a bag and give it to you. Even if you say thanks to them, they don't even reply.
Yeah, that's it, man. I know that too. I don't even go to these fast food locations anymore because every single time it's such a mess. In fact, what I do these days, if I ever go through Harvey's because I like their double Angus burger, I'm a big guy, big cheeseburger guy. When I go through there, what I'll do is I'll put on an Indian accent. So I'll say, "Hello, yes, can I get a double Angus, please, burger? I'd like it with the ghost pepper hot sauce. Thank you so much." And then they ring it up. I pay my $10. That's how much it is for a double cheeseburger these days. And I always kind of get a chuckle. Now, I do entertain myself. I'm just saying their service stinks, but I'm going to make it better regardless.
Please remember that we are ambassadors of India whenever we are outside of the country.
Look, I'm going to take a little bit of an issue with this. What he's saying over here, I'm taking issue. I'll tell you why. Because it's not about, I'm not responsible, right, for everybody who looks like me. I'm just not. Just like every white person is not responsible for every other dumbass person who's also white. You're just not responsible. What we're responsible for as a country is to bring la creme de la creme. And the rest, the leavings, must be left at the bottom of that coffee filtration cup. You got to leave that. You got to use that as compost. I do not want that in my country. We don't want that here. We do not want corruption. We do not want falsification of documents. We do not want people who simply don't want to adapt, who don't want to assimilate. Unless you're hot. If you're a really hot girl, I'm going to make some exceptions. Love to know what you think in the comments of what he's saying, what I'm saying, and just your worldview. I'm taking a little bit more time to go through the comments. I love it. It's really interesting to me. I'm lying in bed or maybe I'm on the pot and I'm just scrolling through and I'm trying to answer back. My name is Rohan Kumar Paul. You can subscribe to my newsletter at rouncensored.com and please check out racistangel.com, which is a comic book that my daughter and I have been putting together. Thank you so much. All the proceeds from that are going to my daughter's education. Check it out. It's really fantastic, and I'm very proud of her work. We've just hit 9,700 Canadian dollars on our book, and you know what? She's going to be putting that money to her education. Thank you very much. In this world, it gets harder and harder every day. You get called names. Discussion gets shut down. That's where we're at today. I felt I got to do something, and I'm a comic book creator, so I said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put together a comic book that's going to put a little bit of parody into this. It's going to make fun of all the rules. It's going to make fun of people who seek to shut down. My daughter, Galaxia, loves art. She loves illustrating, coloring, lettering. She loves comic books, especially the Japanese stuff, the manga. So I said to her, babe, let's put together a comic book. How do we hit him? Sometimes I think the best way to do that is through parody, making fun of them. Alexis, she gets kicked out of heaven, gets to Earth and realizes there's absolutely no freedom here. She gets called a racist, and she's an angel. The racist angel doesn't understand the rules. She had her wings, she doesn't anymore. Help her get them back.